Wicked problems are problems that are hard to solve due to their complexity and ambiguous solutions. Today, we are going to discuss why childhood obesity in Canada is a wicked problem. Obesity is defined as being the 95th percentile for BMI depending on age and sex of the child. There has been a dramatic increase of obesity in Canada over the last 30 years, making it a part of a worldwide epidemic. Currently, 1 in 4 children are classified as overweight or obese in Canada, which is higher than other comparable countries based on their economics and development. The effects of obesity can be detrimental to a child's health. Psychologically, the child may experience a decreased self-esteem and have behavioral problems. Although both males and females can have these psychological issues, they are predominantly associated with females. Being obese can also affect a child's social well-being, as they are often stigmatized and discriminated against. In addition, they are often teased and bullied by their peers, making it difficult to establish friendships. Lastly, obesity in childhood takes a major toll on their health, which leads to an increased risk of having cardiovascular disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and orthopedic problems.
Obesity carries long-term effects on both the healthcare system and the individual. The most prevalent long-term effect of childhood obesity is the likelihood of remaining obese into adulthood. Being an obese adult not only impacts their health, but it can have an effect on their ability to earn an income, which will consequently affect their socioeconomic status. Due to all these long-term consequences previously mentioned, it is no wonder that obesity costs Canada $4.6 to $7.1 billion annually, showing how much of a wicked problem this really is. There are many lifestyle factors that contribute to childhood obesity, such as an unhealthy diet and a lack of exercise. Children aged 5 to 11 need at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity each day, and unfortunately, only 9% reach this recommendation. Another increasing concern is the amount of time children spend in front of their computers, playing video games, and watching TV, because it requires very little movement and energy.
The World Health Organization has declared obesity as one of the most neglected diseases of significant health importance. Families of low socioeconomic status and education are generally unable to provide their children with proper nutrition and exercise, therefore increasing the risk of obesity in children and the long-term health effects that can occur. Lower-income families are less likely to consume foods consistent with dietary guidelines. They tend to consume lower-cost meats, inexpensive grains, and refined sugars, whereas wealthier families can afford to have healthier and more varied diets. The importance of living a healthy lifestyle must now compete with the convenience and technological advancements our evolving society provides. Therefore, options to reduce childhood obesity must be sensitive to the unique needs of the individuals living within our society, as opposed to targeting obesity on a general level.
As health promotion advocates, we suggest that in order to combat the wicked problem of childhood obesity, mandatory food and nutrition courses be implemented in the educational system. These courses should include individualized meal planning that incorporates cultural considerations, allergies, and preferences in order to ensure the child maintains a healthy BMI for their age and sex. By doing so, this would combat the many factors contributing to childhood obesity by providing foundational knowledge necessary for children to adopt positive health behaviors both inside and outside the home. Since children spend so much of their time in school, this is an appropriate environment to develop and establish healthy lifestyle behaviors that will hopefully be carried on into adulthood. Furthermore, our recommendation to include this strategy of individual meal plans to students across the school board not only provides students with advice on which foods should be consumed throughout the day, but also ensures they are being educated along the way. Professors and teaching assistants can spend time during food and nutrition classes explaining why certain foods are important to include in our daily diet by using resources such as the Canadian Food Guide or child-friendly food guide pyramids. By offering these outside resources in the school environment, teachers are not only providing students with the means to succeed outside of school, but are also allowing the students the opportunity to make their own decisions. In doing so, students can become autonomous individuals with the capability of making evidence-informed decisions. To conclude, we believe that this strategy is the perfect stepping stone towards breaking the family cycle of obesity in the future. It incorporates an upstream approach to health promotion by focusing not on forcing change upon the obese child, but rather by targeting obesity as a whole. This primary prevention method would allow us to one day decrease or hopefully prevent childhood obesity before it ever occurs. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our recommendation, and we hope it can be deemed as a successful plan to one day protect our future children from the many effects of childhood obesity discussed today.